If an arrow needs an archer to hit its target, surely an acorn needs an intelligence to guide it to become an oak tree. Aquinas thought that proved God. Darwin wasn't having it. Welcome to Untangled Philosophy. Today, we'll explore whether Aquinas' teleological argument still works, or if modern science has destroyed it. St. Thomas Aquinas, the 13th century philosopher, had not one but 5 arguments for the existence of God. The fifth way, as it's called, has been named the most persuasive, so what exactly does it say? Aquinas' central claim is comforting. Everything in nature has a purpose. There was a purpose to you and your life, and there was even a purpose to an acorn to grow into an oak tree. But if an acorn has no brain, how does it know what's good for it? How can it direct itself to fulfill its purpose? An arrow doesn't hit its target without guidance, and likewise, Aquinas says, an acorn cannot become an oak without some intelligence guiding it. This intelligent being, Aquinas concludes, must be God, who has ordered nature and everything in it to pursue its purpose. But what happens when science offers a new explanation? This idea that everything has a purpose is called teleology, or teleology if you prefer, and it has its roots in Aristotle. The idea was that the purpose of natural things explains why they act and develop the way that they do. They have a final cause that is built into their nature. But here's the problem. Not many people believe in teleology anymore. Charles Darwin argued that the apparent purposefulness of nature is the result of a blind natural process, refining life and all its forms to give it the best chance of survival. An acorn becomes an oak, not because God designed it that way, but because it has been shaped for survival and to proliferate as many acorns as possible. So if evolution explains everything, what's left for God? Could evolution itself be teleologically guided by God to produce higher conscious beings like us? Maybe we can update Aquinas' argument, make it about the process rather than individual things. But this raises the problem of evil. Why would an all-loving God design a process inherently full of suffering? Nature is a cycle of death, dependent on the weakest dying so that the strong can survive. What kind of a design is that? If you want to know more about the problem of evil, just search Untangled Problem of Evil, and I got lots more. And if evolution is just God's method to produce humans, what's the point in today's 300,000 species of beetle? What purpose are they aimed at? And if that wasn't bad enough, the idea of purpose in nature was under attack even before Darwin. William Harvey, the 17th century physiologist, explained the function of the heart entirely mechanistically, making purpose, as part of the explanation, obsolete. Meanwhile, Immanuel Kant argued that the human mind imposes teleology on nature. It might seem like everything aims at a purpose, but it's beyond our experience to know if there really is teleology in the real world. This is particularly troubling for Aquinas because he is arguing for God's existence a posteriori, basing it on empirical observations. If Darwin is right that those empirical facts actually point towards the theory of evolution, and if Kant is right that teleology cannot be confirmed by experience, his argument is in big trouble. So, is there anything left for the fifth way? Philosopher Anthony Kenny says that the fifth way is the most persuasive of Aquinas' 5 ways, but it needs far more support post-Darwin than Aquinas provides. But does Aquinas' argument really depend on biology at all? Or could it find support elsewhere? Take electrons. They aren't alive, they didn't evolve, yet they still seem to aim at a purpose. They act, for the most part, to attract positively charged particles. So are electrons just chance, or is this purposeful design? Could the same hold for other fundamental physical entities as well? Maybe, just maybe, Aquinas is still right. There is purpose, but it runs much deeper than biology. If you enjoyed this one, subscribe for more, or visit untangledphilosophy.com. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.